Hello everyone and welcome back to the Game Shed with me, Mark, and in today's video we're looking at part 3 of 2 Point Hospital, hints and tips and bits and bobs and everything else in between. This is what we've done so far. We created a couple of GP's offices, made them really effective, super effective, and we made a toilet which has 4 stalls in, so we can get maximum throughput in that toilet. Next up on the agenda is a room that is relatively basic, and another room that is relatively basic. I figured I'd squeeze these two into one video because they aren't the most complex rooms, but they are very useful all the same. They're not massively expensive, but we can beef them up, get them to prestige level 5 and get them functioning in the optimum way with the optimum staff in them. So let's start with the pharmacy. Pharmacy is very happy being a 3x3. Now the area that I've chosen here is annoying because I've got a 3x3 and then there's a 2 here. So it probably would have been useful to make the toilets 2x2. So let's have a look. What did I reduce that down to? Level 3. So let's just chuck those paintings in. So we're just going to have to leave it at level 4. That's a good toilet. It's a good toilet. Anyway, back onto the matter at hand. We do want to put a pharmacy in here. 3x3. And look at that. I've left 3x3 space for the other room as well. That's the general diagnosis. Okay, for the pharmacy you don't really need to worry too much about door position. If you just whack it in the middle, whack the drug mixer in the middle as well, and then we move on to the other things you want in the room. Now clearly there are some things you could do to make things better, like the coffee maker, drinking fountain, etc, etc, but I generally like to leave my staff to go and have a drink at the drinks machine that we place outside, because then you're gaining money from those transactions and they're getting their thirst taken care of at the same time. You can also put those drinks machines obviously in staff rooms, but for the basis of this video we are looking at the pharmacy and the general diagnosis. So let's put medicine cabinets in like before, like our GP's surgery, to see how much of a boost we can give this room. So far that's +2. Let's spin that around and look, you can put it just here on the edge here. 1, 2, can we fit it in there? 3, and we can't fit a 4th. So let's see if we can fit in one here. Yes we can. There's one, there's one, and we flip it round. And let's see what we can fit in here. Another one there. Keep squeezing them in. Another one there. And I don't seem to be able to. I must have done this slightly wrong. If you look there, I should be able to squeeze another one in. So what I'll do is let me just pick these up and move them a little bit. There you go. And I think we can then squeeze one more in here. Right at the edge. There you go. Okay, so that gets it up to a prestige level 3. But if you look at how many we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got plus 10% diagnosis power and treatment power. Now it's mostly about the treatment power in these rooms, in the pharmacy in particular, because there's no real diagnosing going on. But that plus 10 treatment power is massive and will really help to make sure people are treated straight away and they don't need extra examination. On top of that, obviously you need to heat the room. Whacking a radiator in the middle of the room is fine. It doesn't make any difference. They can get around it. But what it will do is it will make the people walking in the room and getting to the machine a little bit more difficult. So it's a good idea to just whack it sideways and try and squeeze it in over here, because then the patient can come straight in, straight to the machine where the nurse is. So there you go. We have the option obviously of putting other stuff in here to bring up the prestige. As always, let's grab a couple of posters. Let's grab a couple of paintings. I think we want a beach painting in this one. And maybe mountains. But look how big that mountains painting is. So it's $50. And look at the amount of prestige it does. Not much. So this is why, again, we go with the gold stars in between. You can just do gold stars if you want, guys. Don't forget that. You don't have to go down the route of putting any other posters in or anything like that. It's completely up to you. Alright, so we're up to prestige 4 already. Just layer them up behind the cabinets. Let's see how quickly we can get to prestige 5. And this room when it's prestige 5 is brilliant. There you go. Prestige level 5, we are good to go. I'm going to whack an extra dog painting in there just to make the nurse happy. We don't really need anything else. I mean, you can go to town. You can put a clock in there if you want. You can do some more stuff. But that is a brilliant room. So putting a decent nurse in there, make sure... Oop, let's just finish the room. You have to put a decent nurse in there. You have to put one that has the right qualifications. Now, those qualifications is this: pharmacy management. But you can also go for one that has treatment. That's always useful. And motivation, all these types of things, stamina. Very, very useful. But the most important one for the pharmacy is the pharmacy management. 20% treatment skill in pharmacy. So if we employ this lady here, Ruby Bucket, she has cheese for brains and collects music that's sold poorly, and put her in here, work in pharmacy, there you go. She will get the boost of all these medicine cabinets. So that's 10 plus 10 plus her 20% for having that skill. That's plus 30% treatment within that room, which is awesome. You don't really need to do a huge amount more than that, but I would suggest closing the room when you first make this, like this, and then upgrading the machine, because you can close the room and upgrade the machine so no one uses it. Really, really good, because if you look at that, plus 25% treatment power. If you upgrade it before you use it, then it doesn't matter, because you're going to open it up and then get using it straight away. But if you're going to do that, I would suggest building two of them. Have one that's open and one that's closed, upgrading. And then when that one's finished upgrading, you can upgrade the other one and close that room, open this one, vice versa, etc, etc. You get the idea. Alright, moving on. Let's get rid of the heat element of this. I'm going to open this room so she doesn't get dumped in there into a dead room. Okay, the next one I said was general diagnosis. Another room that is very basic, hence why I'm squeezing it into this video. There isn't a huge amount to it. Whack the door in, whack the easy scan in, and whack the examination table in. Completely up to you how you lay this out. It doesn't really matter, but it's good to kind of try and use the space as well as you can. So that treatment table being there and the easy scan being there is absolutely fine. Once again, we're looking at diagnosis in this room. We're looking at treatment in this room. Here we go, the medicine cabinet. The best item in the game, I feel, because it absolutely boosts any room. There isn't there isn't anything else here, as you can see, that is going to do anything along those lines. So straight away, straight off the bat, let's see how many we can squeeze in. Let's jump straight into the medicine cabinets, and we're going to squeeze them in here like this. Oh my god, sorry guys. Alright, there. Look at that, we're up to prestige level 2 straight away. I don't think we can fit another one in there. No, we can't. So let's swing around the room round. We need to put it a little bit off kilter there. Another one there. Another one there. And these are boosting the prestige, guys, don't forget, at the same time. So they are expensive. They are £1,000 each. $1,000, sorry. God dear. Terrible. My English isms are coming across there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not that great, is it, so far? But we can squeeze more in here. Look at this. If I go like this, I can squeeze another 1, 2. Nope, not a third. Let's see if I can squeeze one of these in here. Right, so if I move the door, which is another good idea, to the corner, then the patients can come straight in, straight to the table, and get diagnosed. And we can squeeze more medicine cabinets in. We want more medicine cabinets. There we go. Can I squeeze a fourth in? No, I can't. I think I need to squeeze this one up a little bit so it's in line. There you go. Ah, these are wonky. There you go. Let's squeeze one more in so that we've got our magic. Oh, we've already got our magic number. Look at that. We've got 10, but now we've got 11. So that's an 11% boost, which is massive in a room like this. There you go. No, it's wonky. For those with OCD, don't look now. Okay, there you go. So there you go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, I already said that, didn't I? I don't think we can squeeze any more in. I've never really tried. But it's not really... You can put one in here if you want. I think. By the door. No, you can't. You cannot squeeze one in there. you can put one in there, but it may end up restricting the flow of the patient walking in. But it's up to you guys. It's up to you. I've got 12 medicine cabinets. That's a 12% boost of diagnosis and treatment in a little room like this. But don't forget, you've always got to squeeze in a radiator into these cold environments. The beautiful thing is there's a gap right here. Bang. Takes a radiator. You can do a normal one or a small one. It's completely up to you. But that is all good. Look at that room. You don't need to be messing about with putting things like sweet dispensers in their coffee makers, all this kind of stuff. I don't really bother. I like to put those things in the staff rooms or outside the rooms so people can get to them and people can use them and the staff can use them as soon as they're on a break. While they're sitting here, there's no point. They're taking care of patients. When they go on their break, which is the whole point of a break, they can have their drinks. Different people kind of look at that differently. It's completely up to you how you decide on that. So as always, we want to put some lovely stuff in there to up this prestige. I'm going to have a dog and a beach, as well as our Gold Star Awards. You've always got to have a dog painting, I feel. So there you go, that's level 4 straight away. Now the cost of this room is quite a lot. Take that into consideration. You have to know how much money you've got to spend. Don't go into this thinking, oh, I'll just build this crazy room and you've only got 10 grand to spend. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at the beginning when you've got hardly any money, because you will go bankrupt really, really quickly. Not any point in that. I'm going to whack a clock in here as well. So there you go. That is the diagnosis room. This may cause a problem. If it does, just sell it. It's not worth it for that extra 1%. But at the same time, it's another 1%. I like to cram in as much as I can. So for this room, for the diagnosis room, obviously you need the diagnosis skill. This is really important because you get a 10% boost with this diagnosis skill. If you can find a nurse that has diagnosis 2, then they will have a 20% boost. It's always worth looking for those people. You can always get rid of people, the job applicants that you think you will never hire. But look at this. This has got ward management too. Look at that. 20% diagnosis, 20% treatment, 20% treatment skill. These things are huge. So it's worth taking those into consideration when you're either training or hiring your staff. So let's grab Piper Bamshoot or Kylie Mania. Let's have a look. Short temper, Litera Charming, has an elegant bag. Doesn't do anything for me. Green Fingers, tires easily. Prefers Jasmine Odyssey's first 3 albums. Neither of these are really massively appealing to me, but they're good wages and they have that diagnosis skill. If you're really bothered about everything else, then look at these and hire someone that is fully trained up, because it will always help you. You'll get really good diagnosis out of them. But look, straight away, high salary expectations. Be careful, guys. Be careful of hiring people like that, because you will be giving them plenty of pay rises. Right, work in general diagnosis. There we go. That is the 2 rooms for today. As you can see, within that area, I've squeezed in all those rooms. 2 GPs, a toilet that can take care of all this stuff, and 2 extra rooms, which is the pharmacy and the general diagnosis. Obviously, whack a couple of benches outside. It's always good to have spaces for people to wait. But at the same time, you might want to do this. You might want to whack a drinks machine outside. Ooh, I've placed that badly. Let's just line that up correctly. And obviously, as per usual, the salty snacks machine next to the drinks machine. So people will have a salty snack, get thirsty, and buy a drink. You'll make money. It's fine. So that should be enough benches. If you want more benches, obviously, just find space for them like this. Look, not there. I can't fit one there. But you can jump over here, whack them against this wall. If you're not going to put anything else on these walls, then whack benches in there. You might as well. So let's press play on this. Hopefully these nurses will start getting to work straight away. I don't know where you think you're going, lady. I want you to work in the pharmacy. There you go. Alright, so we have a worker absolutely fine walking around this weird medicine cabinet room. She is there. I wanted to kind of see a patient, but by the looks of things, we haven't any patients yet. Let's just swing this round so people are a bit more getting a bit warmer. It's up to you with the radiators as well, guys. If you want to whack the radiator in the middle of the room like this, it will still do a good job of heating up the area, but obviously you're a bit restricted on putting extra rooms down the middle here. So there you go. That is it. I am done for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. And don't forget to drop this video a like if you enjoyed it, and drop us a subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.